will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It didn't. He's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now it's Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I'll get the throw. He beat by the defense with that incompletion.
Jackson on first down. That one complete to Crochet. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Dobbins is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing is Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball well. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation,
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
We're scoreless after 1.
Man, swear I'm leaving the city if y'all don't score.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Flush to his right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Madison will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. And, Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 24.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy risk. Yeah, I'm giving you 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come out, line up, and decide to go for it there, you figure there's no way we're giving this one up. We're going to turn the ball.
Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Jackson will throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 51 yards. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right?
He's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Jackson here is going to look to throw, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And his pass incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give him no way to throw the football towards the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and control of this game. Facing challenges
He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 74 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline it goes. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that.
Big time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So here's the kick now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will allow them to disrupt the play.
Third quarter of a two-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
To throw is Cousins. Look at the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They run it again with Cook. A solid stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pushes him over. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Following the interception, Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the... Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there is no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Oh, I'm a defender. I'm actually choking Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Here's Cook again.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing, Cousins. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson from 13 yards out. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a two-score game and a solid lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again is Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Throwing here, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the side.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll put this down inside the 30. Jackson.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Here's Jackson. And this one too low.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get separate.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
So pretty straightforward. Open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partners, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Cousins here to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
Throwing, Jackson. Connects with Duvernay. He's got room past the 30, and he's brought down, but boy, they needed that. Out across the 35-yard line. Nice play. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
Check it, okay, I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers, go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Paraded through the city, the whole difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she... Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, you got another one.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they go play action now. Burrow out to his left.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another big gainer, two in succession, as this one goes for 32.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now look at this. Big gain, a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming up, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
And he's got room.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 92 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. The 30. And he'll be taken down at about
Fuck, you look, I took on the wrong person.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Jackson. Now the ball comes loose. Points 1, 2.
They saving you.
The game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's going to be out of bounds. A few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered and escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there. Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. And defensively, they great zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turn it upfield for good yardage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens are back within a score. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
To me, when Paul was in the decision, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That's the tight end Hurst with it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From midfield now, Burrow. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon, and he'll be brought down at the 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
Jackson now.
And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Jackson will throw again.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
Down inside the 10.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens are able to come into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Struggling.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime.
Yeah.
And it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, having all the offense that you already referenced in the first half, he'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Thank you.
Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Burrow from his own end zone. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Mixing up the middle. And they'll bring him down right around the
14 rushes for 124 yards.
Good enough for the first
That
down.
is fucking
Randy,
crazy.
you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's out right at the 25. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
What? What? Fucking controller.
Give him 3 yards on the run there.
That was I was gone.
Coming up in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And this effort.
Oh my gosh, why you got this nigga in the game?
First down at the 29.
A guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
I ain't trying to throw it to him. Why did I think? Oh my gosh, why the fuck I do that?
Decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Duvernay. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Right back to Duvernay.
That's crazy, bro. I'm on that.
Not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson got his tight end. That's complete.
Supposed to be there.
That's Andrews. Third and goal, Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters.
He's got a man complete. They find some open field here. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to
Okay, I'm like you undo.
That was tremendous effort, especially after the catch. Breaking through tackles, fighting for extra yards.
So was that just great effort, or were there a lot of missed tackles?
Yeah, the defense did help him a bit.
Yeah, he certainly did, but let's focus on the positive. He made it happen.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And look at this. They get to
What? That is the dumbest shit I have ever saw.
Roquan Smith, and the Ravens are right back in this football game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit.
Fumble.
Could very well determine our outcome.
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
Fumble.
The 25-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He got 6 rushes for 95 yards. Nowhere near the same.
Have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Jackson.
Thank you. We own that.
Possession of the football. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
What were we?
I think you saw the same
What
thing
were we?
did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it here with Pirine. They'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Oh, man.
They'll run again with Pirine. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Come on. Come on.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Now you can scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
McPherson's kick is good,
And that will extend their lead even further.
so that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the hit?
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 75 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Well, Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in the 2-point ball game. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Piron. I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they saw the chance to put some points on the board.
Here we go with Burrow. He's going to go up top again. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And it...
Bigger, better, petty, don't matter. As the teller, I pray to